I want to say a big congratulations to the people that was able to take this trade I shared in my last analysis on BTC. The price was trading somewhere around there and market open, we came somewhere around there. Also came back to this same entry. If you're able to take this trade with me, I want to say a big congratulations. So in today's video, what pair are we looking at? What exactly are we looking at next on the BTC chart? What next are we expecting on BTC, and which key level are we to be watching for this coming week? All right, so let's get into the video. So first of all, when I started my analysis last week, I started the analysis from the daily time frame. So, but for this week, let's start on the weekly time frame. Let me just show that again. So you could actually see BTC reacted from a very key level on a weekly time frame, and you can see how this massive red candle dumped from here, and that signifies to you that yes, BTC is about to drop. So what is the next thing we are expecting on BTC, and what are the key zones we should be watching out for this coming week? And as well, I'm expecting BTC to drop to about $49 per coin. But how am I going to be trading that? Now that's what I'm going to be explaining in details in this video. Now let's get into it. I'm going to start this weekly analysis from the weekly time frame. So coming here to the weekly time frame, just like I explained in the previous video, you can actually see that BTC is reacting from a very strong level on the weekly time frame. This is literally a minor level, and I also talked about this channel playing out here. You can see our price dump, and this is similar to what we have here. So this is actually a bearish flag pattern, which I'm expecting price to drop to about $49 per coin. That's for the extension of the price. So how are we going to be trading this on a weekly basis and daily basis? Now coming week. So on the weekly time frame, you already see that BTC is reacting from a very strong weekly time frame, and you can see this rejection from here, followed by this engulfing candle we had here, and expecting price to drop to this my green bar, which is around 73k per coin last week, and that did happen. So for this week, we are entering what exactly am I expecting to happen next. So coming to the daily time frame, we could actually see that here we are actually playing inside of this flag pattern right now. I can see our price is rolling to the downside. But one thing you need to understand is price moves in waves. Don't just move in a straight line. This was a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. Now a lower low here, a lower high. We had another lower low here, a lower high. Now we're putting a new lower low. So what I'm expecting first is what? I'm expecting price to put in a new lower high to somewhere around there. And when we get here, we can continue with sell and sell all the way down back. Now, I'm going to be explaining this. I'm still very, very bearish on BTC. This buy trade I'm in right now, which you're seeing here, is just a like counter trending trade. But literally, I actually know what I'm trading. Now, let me explain further how you can actually get in for this same trade on Monday when market open. Very, very simple. Come to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, we could literally see, So on the 4 hour time frame, you could actually see that price broke this structure here, giving us a break of structure. And from the external structure, we had a market structure shift. This was the external structure. So all this move here is internal to what we had here. So this is our internal structure, and this is our internal structure. So we had a break of structure after this internal break of structure here. This is change of character, internal change of character. So following by this break of structure, and price broke it. We tested that same zone here, which is my supply zone I talked about last week video. In case you didn't watch the video, you can go back and watch the video. I explained this in details, and you can actually see price roll, which I said in the video I'm going to be expecting price to clear this low, and that did happen. And what I'm expecting next is what I'm expecting, like a pullback into the golden zone or the Fibonacci OT zone. Then I look for more selling opportunity. Like if you take your Fibonacci tools and track from this high, this is the high, and this is the new low we had here. So drag it like this, you could actually see that right now is not the right time you want to start getting it for a sell, because we are already in what? We are already below 50% retracement, which if you want to say, you need price to come back into the premium area and look for a selling opportunity. But where I'm actually going to be expecting is, I'm expecting price to dip into this Fibonacci golden zone and also touching this zone here. Then I start looking for my selling opportunity once I see a lower time frame structure sheet like the 15 minutes time frame. So that's why I'm going to be trading it. Now, if I go to the 3H time frame, you could actually see that now this is a counter trend, like I said earlier, but there's something very interesting which I spotted here too as well. You know, when I show you on the weekly time frame, this is like a big channel here, right? and price is playing inside of this channel towards the upper band of it, also in line with this support zone we had here, and which become the resistance, right? And also in line with our Fibonacci zone, and that's why we have this dump all the way here. Now, if you actually look at price here too as well, we also had a minor channel playing inside of here. So I'm just going to take my channel tools and I'm going to connect this guy to this one here, and I'm going to drag it down like this so you could see it. Then I'm going to extend it to the upside, and there we go. So let me just zoom out to explain this part. So you could actually see that price came down here, touch it here, come back to the upper band of the trend line, touch it here, and what dumped to the downside, get to this support zone. This support zone actually rejected the market, dump it back to the downside. But something you understand is what this support zone, if I just extend this same support we had here and extended like this actually a supply zone, I mean. So this supply zone, if you actually extended it, you can see it actually came back here also to come out and expect this touch on the trend line here. All right, inside of this channel, this is where I'm talking about. So you can see our price came back there and also touch it here. And this trade went all the way down. This was a perfect trade, a risk of 1 to 6, and boom, we are out of the trade. Immediate price each year. What next are we expecting is what I'm also expecting price to retrace back to this channel, upper band of this channel. And you could actually see that here again we had another supply zone just like the way we had it here. So I'm just going to mark out the whole of this zone here like this, and this is a new zone which I'm expecting price to get into. Then I start looking for my selling opportunity right from this zone, and which I know price is literally going to come here and touch the upper band of this channel too as well. Using this guy as a liquidity, crap into this zone, then we look for more selling opportunity. And but as you can see, when I talked about this break of structure we had here, right? This break of structure we had here, price broke through to the upside. Again, it gave us another break of structure. So this is our new break of structure here. US, after we had another break of structure here, right? We need price to also pull back again, because this is our new break of structure. This is our protected high, and this is a new low that was given to us. Now we need to trade back into the Fibonacci holding zone or the OTE zone, just like I showed you earlier. If I have to put the Fibonacci tools again from here all the way down here, you could actually see that this zone here is sitting very perfectly with the 0.618% level retracement, which is around $76 per coin, which I'm expecting price to pull back into. Then I continue looking for more selling opportunity. Now this looking at this market is looking like see if it want to sell, right? But this is just like a weekend range. So probably on Monday market open, you can actually see here, if I zoom out very well here, you can see this is a tweezer. So price can just decide to come back into this tweezer here. All right. So price can just decide to come into the tweezer here and buy from there. So this is literally what I mean here. Price coming back into this tweezer and we pull out from there, pull back all the way to this extension here. This is literally what I'm expecting on BTC for this coming week. And further do, my overall target for the sell, which I'm selling on BTC, is until we get to about $49 per coin or the $50 per coin, because you could actually see, going back to the weekly time frame, just like I showed you earlier, this is the leg. You could actually see from this dump here all the way to this point here, this was the leg, this was the flag, the stick of the flag, right? If you hold your flag. So if I move this guy and move it here, you can actually see even this flag is telling us possibly we fall to about $34 per coin or $35 per coin, or which I'm not literally expecting that. I'm just expecting price to come to this low here. So you can literally see this low here and clear of this low. Once this low is taken out, this week stopping here, we can see a massive rally on BTC. So this is actually my outlook for the coming week. In fact, for the whole month of June, because this cannot happen in a week. This it can actually take up to like 2, 3, 4 weeks. So this is like my overall view for the month of June. I'm still going to be coming here live, updating you on a weekly basis on how we actually trade it, trading the pullbacks, which area are we expecting more pullbacks, and where do we actually want to get in for more legs, like for more extension, for more sell. So this is actually my analysis for this week. In case you have any value in this channel, you want to smash the subscribe button, drop a like, And don't forget to click on the notification bell. And if you are not in my Telegram community, check the link in the description and join the Telegram community. I do share the setups, all the setups you see here I'm taking. I do share the setup with them on a daily basis, on a live basis. Then I catch you in the inside. Peace out.